So a teacher in a senior high school must be a master's degree holder, an MA graduate, to a certain related discipline, for example, MA in science, MA in mathematics. They are teaching, no? Preferably, if the teacher is not a master's degree holder, preferably they must have um, an ME units, no? And then, for those who will teach in technical vocational track, teacher should be an NC2 holder. So that is the additional qualification for teacher who will teach the senior high school. So again, I repeat. So who are the teachers for senior high school? Those newly hired teachers that meet the qualification of the Civil Service Commission and the Professional Regulation Commission, plus a teacher should be a master's degree holder in a particular discipline that he or she teach, or else if he is not a master's degree holder, preferably she must have a units in ME. And then if the teacher will teach in the technical vocational track, they will have an NC2. So for example, in cookery, so they must have a national certificate, no, from TISDA that they are an NC2 holder in that particular discipline, in dressmaking or in cookery. Did you get me?
Question number 6. How will teachers be prepared for the K-12 program?
Okay, that is a very nice question. How will be the teachers prepared for the K-12 program? So, as early as year 2013, the government is conducting or offering several trainings for K-12 teachers. So, because there is an enhanced curriculum, there should be a little bit changes with the curriculum. So, every summer, no, there is a seminar and in-service training for teachers, no, who will teaching in a particular field of discipline. For example, in science, there is a yearly in-service training, and that will take for 1 week in all subject areas. No, so the government will give a sufficient in-service training, particularly on content, no, content and pedagogy to implement this program. So, and aside from that, the DepEd is conducting a rate training, no? A rate training, or in terms of the content and the pedagogy, so that they could, let us say, they could improve their performance, no? With the standards. What is the standard in the K-12 curriculum? Then, there is what we call the pre-service training for aspiring teachers. No? We have also to the question, how will the teachers be prepared for the K-12 program? Now, in the case of us who are now serving as teachers in the government, so we have training. So every summer, no, there is a budget by the DepEd that all teachers who will be teaching that particular grade level, so will be sent to training as early as in the year 2013. Then aside from that, we are given by the government to enhance ourselves so that we can obtain a national certificate in TESDA. Then another way, no, in order to conform with this new curriculum, so for teachers, aspiring teachers like you, because I know that you are an aspiring teacher, so you're already a 4th year student, then later on, you will graduate, then you will take the exam. So how are you prepared by the government? So, one of the requirements with the DepEd together with the CHED, that in terms of your pre-service training, you will conform to what is new. So what is new in this curriculum? So not only the teachers who are already in the government service are being enhanced or retrained. Even aspiring teachers like you no, you are trained. There are certain subject in your curriculum that you will be trained so that you will be oriented on this particular program.
Continue. Question number 7. How close is DepEd and addressing the resource gap? Classroom teacher.
Okay, so how close is the DepEd in addressing the resource gaps? Okay, we are almost there. So we are about to implement the grade 11, the full implementation of the senior high school by school year 2016-2017. That is the end view of the full implementation of the senior high school. So my answer for that question is we're almost there at the top. We are in a way that we are already allocated with 5 teachers as new teachers for senior high school, and the building here in Del Carmen National High School, the 6th classroom building is about to start. So, in order to address that problem, another way, no, that is why we have an online registration as early as October 9, 10 to up to October 23, so that the DepEd could determine, our department could determine if that allocation, the 5 teacher item and the classrooms is already enough. Because if we have an absorbed capacity of 108, if we could enroll more than 108, so the DepEd will provide additional teacher item and additional classroom. But even though with that move, no, with that move, still in our um, in our even in our school, so we are doing certain actions in order to address that gaps. One thing is, if we are um, offering technical vocational, the TVL track, we need tools, and the DepEd could not provide that in just a second. That there is a tool for cookery, there is a tool or equipment for dressmaking. So what we did with the help of our stakeholders, our donors, or certain benefactors, so we are helped by the local government unit to address these gaps. So one of the gaps is the equipment. The DepEd is giving us teachers, giving us classrooms, but as of now, there is no such promise that the DepEd could provide us immediately the tools and equipment needed for senior high school. So in our school, what we did, we make proposals, project proposals, submit it to the private individuals or private group that assuming that they could read our proposals, and later on they will decide to support us, to give us, let us say, money to buy for such equipment. And we are very lucky that because we make plans, we submit proposals as early year 2014. So the local government unit is allocating us 100,000 just to provide us the equipments, the tools needed, and electricity, and in dressmaking and tailoring. Hopefully by December, these tools will be delivered in our school. Another to address the gaps in terms of the tools and equipments for senior high school, the provincial government, through the help of through the leadership of our Honorable Lady Governor Sol F. Matugas, so they are giving us another 100,000 support for these tools and equipments. Then we are waiting from the response of certain private individual or private organizations for these tools and equipments, because we have already submitted project proposal to Welcome Builders through the help of our mayor, and we are submitting also project proposals to Sudusta family, that they could provide us, they could help us, um, they could help us finding another organization approved to support, not to support and let us say provide tools and equipments needed in senior high school. This is how, in our level, in our school, this is how we address these gaps. Because in terms of gaps, resources, there is a really, there is a gap for that because automatically the government would not provide automatically the tools and equipments needed. Teachers, there is an allocation. School buildings, there is an allocation. But there is no such promise for tools and equipments that they could provide. So what we did, we submit